Hey, welcome back. It's another week of sales. It's actually the same day as the end of the last video, but I have a high dollar sale I wanted to get out of here. I don't have to ship it till Monday, which is what I usually do, but it's early on Friday, and if I can help it, I don't like these higher dollar sales to sit around all weekend and like give the person a chance to complain or cancel their order before it's even shipped, and then I lose out. This way, if I get it out of here and it's already on the way, and then they change their mind, well, that's too bad for them. So anyway, here's our first sale of the week. We have Canon PFI 320, and I have a color set, the cyan, magenta, yellow, and I had them listed for $100 a piece on all the platforms. I got a bundle offer of like 200, I think, for the three of them on Mercari. And so then I did some calculating, and because Mercari doesn't take fees out, so I'd get the full 200 instead of having to pay fees on the 200. And it was still a little lower than I wanted to take, so I came back at 240, and then I think they came back at 210, and I just declined that. And then the next day they came back at 225. And so now at that point, I debated, countering like 230 or even 235, but then I'm kind of just splitting hairs at that point for an extra $5 or $10, which, yeah, I'd like $5 or $10, but I'd rather not lose a sale also. So I sold these three for $225, and I think if I was to sell three of them at $100 a piece on eBay, just roughly, guesstimating the fees, it would leave me with making about 252 or 3. So really, I got 225 instead of 252. So I really ended up just giving them about a 10 or 11% discount for bundling the three together and buying them on Mercari, where I don't pay fees. So not a bad deal. I'll tell you, I would probably give anybody a 10% discount anyway to make the sale, and sell each one for $90 anyway if they sent the offer, or if I am able to send offers out, I might send out 10% offers. So anyway, that was a lot of talking for those. $225 for our first sale of this week, and I'm going to get those shipped out. We had a decent amount of sales over the weekend. I already showed you one of them, the ink, because I wanted to get it out early, but this is the rest of them now. I'll start with Mercari, so I don't forget it. B40, we have a Boyd's Charming Angels. It should be this one, because that's the only one in the box. Dawn, Guardian of Hope, yep. And that sold for $27 on Mercari. I don't know if I charge shipping on that one, or if it's from when... No. So I gotta pay shipping out of that $27. It's not very heavy. Probably around 7 or 8, something like that. I don't know where it's going. Oh, it's going to Texas, so yeah, who knows. That's all we had on Mercari though, so now we'll go to eBay. 452. Here we go. One of these HeroClix that I left listed. It's Odin from the Mighty Thor. It's a Chase figure. So I'll slip that card into a little penny sleeve, and then there's the figure that sold for $30. Okay, and then I went ahead and pulled the CDs just because it can get repetitive to edit out picking it, or for you guys to watch picking it if I leave it in. So we had these two, Leona Lewis and Leona Lewis. We got Glass Heart, and I don't know what that one is. I Am, looks like, maybe. Anywho, those two went to one buyer. They purchased them separately, but they were $5 each, so $10 plus shipping on that order. The Subdudes sold for $4.79 plus shipping. And then these three were all in one order. Best of Simon and Garfunkel, Laura Nyro, Time and Love, and New York something. Tendaberry. Those three sold for $14.97, so all $5 CDs, $15 order, $10 order, and a $5 order. This has been listed forever. Okay, let's see. Can we see it in there? I think that's... no. Oh, there it is. Oh, watch out, Gideon. Did you survive? Alright. Anyway. We got this Bud Light scarf. Real exciting stuff there. That sold for $4 plus shipping. Okay, then we'll come over, let's see, bag 19. Sold one of our LEDs. Oh, the only one in that bag. So it looks like there's five pieces of lead in there. Let's see. I don't know if you can see there. Let me come on under this light over here. There it is. So just one of these little metal tins with like refillable graphite, lead, whatever you want to call it. Sold for $4. We made our money back, like, I don't know, time and time over again on those, so that's all profit. Super easy to ship out. Sold for $14. We have this Route 33 and a third. It's a Boyd's figure. So it's a little, kind of like a little trinket box treasure chest thing. So it's a little stump, and then, oops. It opens up, and it's got a figure in it also. So, yeah, so that sold for $14. All right, and in 67, we sold a shirt for $8. So it's a Hollister, California, just a shirt. And yeah, that sold for $8 plus shipping. Hey, we got another sale here. Only one yesterday, but you know, better than none. Anyway, real quick, so I don't have to put that text on the front of the end of the video or whatever again. The links in the bottom are some kind of affiliate links, and if you use them to go to wherever, to eBay or TikTok, I don't know. Anyway, I get some kind of kickback. It's very small, but I almost got kicked off of the program last time because I didn't mention it, so I'm mentioning it. Okay, now that's over. Here's the sale. It's kind of in a beat up box. It's Cherished Teddy 7-piece collector set. So it's got like that little house with a platform on the bottom and then all the little figures. And that was apparently $85 at Kohl's once upon a time, but sold it for $20 plus shipping. Swipe on my on the back of this GoPro. It switches between photo and video. So I accidentally took a couple pictures of myself because when I was reaching to adjust it, I swiped on the back. And anyway, it's on video now. I got a shirt, 206. I think that's over here now. Yeah, 206. It's an Antigua purple polo. Where's my phone? It'll tell me what. Kansas State Wildcats. I don't sports, so I didn't know what that logo was. But now I do because I looked it up when I listed it. That sold for $5. I took an offer. I'm tired of these clothes being here. So, B47. This one sold. I have the rabbits in here. I'll show them at the end of the video in case you care. But this one sold. Oh, great! It's in one I can't get to offhand. Oh, those CDs are heavy. I actually sold two things out of here. Maybe I'll just leave it down. I'm waiting on somebody to pay for the other one though, so that might be in a few minutes on the video tomorrow for me. Alright, so I sold this Department 56 multi-building lighting system. It's kind of cool. You know, if you got like the village buildings or whatever. It's just one plug-in, basically a power strip. So it's got 12 plugins, 12 cords, and then bulbs for all your buildings. Now this sold within a couple hours of listing. Comps were around 60 or 70 for complete ones, and this one is missing 1 cord and 2 bulbs, so I lowered it. I did 50 on that. So complete ones were 60 to 70. Like I said, I sold that one for 50 quick. Maybe I could have got 60 out of it, I don't know, but maybe I just priced it right, and things that are also priced right move quickly, as well as things that are underpriced. I paid, that came in a big lot of stuff, on average $267 I think is my average cost on that buy. So $2.50 into 50 in a few hours. Now it's been a few months since I bought it. I procrastinate and listed other things before that one. It's Friday, so we got the last couple sales here to round out the week, and then I'll give you the totals. Yesterday we sold these Asics Rocket Gel volleyball shoes. That's what I marked them as anyway. So I don't know. School started back up, so maybe somebody's needs some cheap shoes for volleyball. Hopefully they work out good and there's no problems. But those sold for $16 plus shipping. And then sold these. They went for a little less than I would have liked, I guess, but I don't really care actually. So it's 5 of these Department 56 12 Days of Christmas. Some of them were selling for like $15 a piece, and other lots I saw got, I don't know, around $50 or so for like 6 or 7 piece lots. I have 5, and one of them has a little damage, but I just put it up for auction starting at $15, and it ended up $18.50. Maybe on things like this that I can see comps for, like the obvious the same things. This one's the one that's damaged. That bird cage there that the kid's holding, it's the glue came off, so it's just kind of hanging on there. So easy fix. But anyway, on those where I know it's the same item and comp, I probably should have just listed it at like $40, and then maybe it would have gone real quick at $40. I would have got that instead of $18.50. So I waited a whole week to get $18.50. But anyway, maybe it wouldn't have sold and I would have ended up selling it for around $20 anyway. Who knows? But the things I'm going to be listing and do as auctions is some CD lots, because I don't even know. I have a few Jane's Addiction CDs, and there's a couple comps for a CD that's like over $200 for that CD, but then there's a lot of comps that are in the teens or around $10. So I looked at them and I can't tell the difference. So I'm just going to auction those, because there can be little things with CDs and things like that that make the difference. And if I just take good pictures and put them up for auction and do a good listing title so that people can find it, hopefully if it's one of the $200 ones, it'll get up there. Oh yeah, so the totals for this week. I had it on here. We did 252 on Mercari, and that was with 2 items. So one was the Canon ink. So that was most of it, and then that Angel, and then we did 315 on eBay. So we did $567 in sales this week, which is like the best week we've had in quite a while. So, which is bad, but anyway, it is what it is. These are already packed. I didn't know what size box they were going to fit in, so I didn't want to have to spend forever right now doing it. So I got a box they'd fit in yesterday. I just got to shove some paper maybe in there. And then these are going to just go into a, probably just a bubble mailer. Just going to put a little bubble to fill a little bit of the space and whatever. But I got an 8x6x6 box here, So should slip in nice. There's that. I keep these air jacket things, or whatever they're called, from Amazon orders that I get. Because why waste good shipping supplies? That might be too much. Just do one and throw that in. There we go. So again, I'm not going to put you through watching me ship CDs. It's the same, never changes. It's boring. Not that this other stuff is going to be super exciting, but we'll do it up real quick anyway. Poly bag, shirt, and well, if I could grab it. Done. Now it's not necessary, especially for like one of these tins that's all messed up already anyway. They probably don't really care about the tin that much. Maybe nobody cares about the tins, I don't know, but I feel like they could be collectible-ish, maybe. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just take about a quarter or a fifth of a piece of small bubble wrap and just roll it up, tape it, and watch out, get in, close that. And I'll just throw it into a regular little 6x9 poly mailer. Leave enough space for the shipping label. I got more of those. I'm out right now. I gotta restock my small poly mailers. I bought like 1,000 of them a long time ago, or so, however many, I don't remember. But made them super cheap per piece. And then I just gotta refill my drawer every now and then. So this Bud Light thing, scarf, that's just gonna go right in there. Alright, so since this guy's got a card with him, watch out. Depending on how many little pieces they have sticking off them, if they didn't have the card, I could put them in a poly bag and some bubble wrap. But since he does have a card, and it was a decently priced one, $30, I'm going to put it in a box. And we use that leftover bubble wrap for part of it. And then just another little piece. We stick this right on the side to where it can't, it's not going to get all bent up if it moves a little bit left or right. That's it. Now, what do these go in? Let's see. 866 for that one. Nothing crazy, just to limit the movement a little bit there. And let's see, since I'm getting a handful of boxes, I'll mark on them. Let's see, we'll go BB Stump, stop it. We'll call this HC for Hero Clicks. That's a shirt, that's easy. That one's open. Okay, I'll remember those. Oh, what's this gonna be? What size is this? 8.5. So, dun dun dun. 10 by 8 by 8. Where's that at? I don't usually cut down boxes because it doesn't really matter that much, but let's do it. Let's do it for this one. So then I'm not going to use as much filler. So I'll take this doodad. It's a box scorer. I guess this side is more accurate, probably. Oh man, them things. Oh, I need to like glue that, and the black part there is coming out of the thing. All right. Anyway. Yeah, it's just not normally worth my time to go through and do this, and I have several different box sizes, so I don't usually need to anyway. But we'll do it. We'll do it this time. And then we got some decent score lines there to fold on. I'm gonna get rid of that fairy toy. He keeps playing with it every time I'm in here. Okay, and I'll just take a small little piece of paper to shove in there. It's good vertically since I cut it shorter. So, there we go. Let's see what the weight is there. So we're just under 2 pounds with the flaps how they are, so I'm not even going to take time to cut them off. So. No! Gotta do it quick. Huh? Oh, you took your shoes off? Okay. I know what this one is too. Okay. Everybody's seen how a shirt goes. And if you haven't, just imagine me slipping this into this bag and shipping it out. Now this might be a pain in the butt. Let's see. What is it? It's 13 inches. 13 by 6, so I'm going to need something that's about 14 inches. Let me see, I could use, I got these 12 by 12 by 6s. Ooh, does it fit diagonally? Ha, almost. I might just reshape this. I think it'll fit in there. I could actually reshape it to where it'll lay flat, and then it'll fit for sure. So, let's see. Take a pin right there, and there. No, that's not right. right there and here. You gotta do opposite sides, yeah. And then I'll give it a little, I'll go on the other side of those lines because that was like right on, so. So yeah, no, get about extra half inch or so there. Now, I hope I cut it right. Sometimes I still mess up, and then it's like not a. It doesn't go back into a rectangle. It tries to be some kind of weird shape. Oh, look at that though. Beautiful. Alright. So then we'll do something like this. Bolt the flaps down. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm not going to cut that shorter. It's just you cut a box too many times and then it just doesn't hold any shape. You'd probably see me rub the scissors on the tape here. I'm sure you can guess. It's just to push it onto the cardboard. Tape doesn't like to stick to cardboard all that well. Okay, and then if I think about it before I go over the computer, I'll measure them so I don't have to do it over there. So we got a 16, 7, 7. There we go. And you always gotta measure up. So we're just under 16 here, so that's good. And then we're just under 7 there. I think we're actually just under on all of them. But if I was like 6 1/4, it'd still have to be 7 inch. Oh, so I brought the rabbits in here with me today. I'm gonna bring them in the house, but since I had to ship, I figured I'd bring them out here. These guys, I think they're just 7 days old now, maybe 6. But they're getting pretty good size. This one, that one gave us a bit of a scare this week, which is pretty rude. But look here. Well, squirming. I don't know if you can see there. It's healing up good now, but he had a pretty ugly looking cut there. Now everybody online that I posted and asked about said it was pretty minor looking, so that's good. But we think he must have got a little bit of internal damage too. I think he got stomped on by the mom, and I hadn't trimmed their nails very good, so now they are trimmed a little better. Still not good at it, but so I think he got cut by the nail, and then maybe got squished a little. Because I picked him up later that day and I had some blood on my hand coming from out his back end. But anyway, the blood's all gone and his cut's healing up. And it was super hot the last couple days. Like yesterday was 100 degrees. Felt like 116, Google said. So it was crazy hot. So they were inside all day that day for sure. The day before though was when we were having the issue with him. and the other two were actually fine. So between the cut and the bleeding and the hot weather, I guess it just got to him, but he was kind of like spazzing out, so I think he was getting some kind of heat stroke. So we brought him in, and over a course of about an hour he calmed down from that, and then we cleaned out the little bit of blood that was in there, and he's been doing a lot better now the last 2 days. But it's almost 90 degrees out there today right now, so I'm probably gonna have to bring him in. They call it shelving them, so we're bringing them out of their cages away from their moms for the day while it's hot, and then we'll bring them back at night. But yeah, so it's too hot. The adult ones are fine, and I put frozen water bottles in there with them. But these guys are just so young. These ones are Dolly's babies, and they're about 2 weeks old. They're fun to watch. Me and Sam got them out after the kids went to bed last night, and they were playing around on like a 4x4 carpet in the house, stretching. The kids have fun with them too, but Inara wants to pick them up like every second. Gideon wants to try and pick them up. They don't let them explore like this. They don't just sit there and watch them, but they're pretty funny. So, but we're gonna try and sell some of them as pets. So I want them to get used to people and kids. So we're trying to do some daily time spending with them once they're a couple weeks old here. Put my other leg up here as a block. And you know, if they go home with a kid or whatever, they're not gonna be super. Oh, look at that! That was nice of you. Good thing I did it on the concrete. They're not gonna be super gentle with them, so they need to get used to it. But I just spent a while on the phone. I got transferred to like 5 different departments before I finally got some information about selling them, because I wanted to make sure I'm doing it, legally, I guess. But yeah, so I can sell them live and as pets and whatever to anybody, however much. There was no limit to it or anything, so easy to sell as pets, as long as I've been breeding them, as long as they're ones that I've bred, not ones that I'm getting from somewhere to sell, because then you got to get like a distributor license and all that kind of junk. So they're so cute and fluffy, and these are silver foxes, but they don't get their silver tips like the parents have until they get older. But they will all, even the brown ones, will get those silver tips on their hair. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna put them back in. Let them look. Some of them were sleeping when I got them out, so. But put them back in, and Inara want to play with them later, so.